Hey everybody, Dave Hartman here, and I'm with Mark Roth of Roth Performance, and we're back, and we're talking about heavy optics division today. What do you think, Mark?
It's heavy optics. I want to call it the West Coast style,
Yeah.
where you can have a magnified optic, you can have a 9mm pistol, and you can have a semi-automatic shotgun. So to me, it's not a true heavy division.
Yeah.
But
it's not like He-Man division.
It's not the Patrick Kelly heavy division, right?
This is 308 rifle division. We'll call it
308 rifle division.
Yeah. But as you pointed out, there's 14 competitors in this division here, so those little rule tweaks make it much more advantageous for people to want to come in and shoot it.
So typically in the heavy division, you see 5 to 7 people in there, but at the Texas 3-gun championship, because they made the changes and you can have one optic, so it can be a variable power, or a 9mm pistol and a semi-automatic shotgun, that kind of changes it a little bit, so it makes it a little bit more attractive for people to come into the game and go, hey, I'll play with that. I got a 308. I'll throw an optic on it. Let's go run. Because typically, you're pretty much using your TAC ops.
You only have to use one gear, basically.
And you're really,
one piece of gear.
Yeah, you're really only changing the rifle.
Yeah, exactly.
You're changing the rifle to your 308, and
Plus,
most people
Texas, and there's going to be a lot of long shots, so why not shoot a 308?
So you got to have a big cartridge for a long range shot.
There you go.
Right.
Cool. Right, so let's talk about the matchups here. So we've identified some people that we think are going to be players in this division, starting with Tate Moots.
Tate Moots has been shooting the traditional heavy for a really long time. And Tate goes way back to the DPMS days. He's a super solid shooter. He was best friends with Dave Neff. That's probably a name a lot of people don't understand or know, but these guys are incredible shooters.
Yeah.
And if they're coming out of the woods for something like this, it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. And then, of course, we have Ty Gentry in the division as well.
Okay. All right. So has anybody ever heard the name Ty Gentry? Now, we're in Texas. We're in mid-Texas. Ty is from the southern Texas area, the Triangle Shooting Sports. He's the old Benny Cooley days, Benny Hill. That guy, he can crush it. He can take anything, shoot it, and he'll kill you with it. So I think he's one of my favorites for that part so far. I'm just gonna let that slip. But who else we got? Got on the list here?
Well, to round it out, we have Jomar Villamore.
Okay,
from
Jomar
Minnesota.
Villamore. Yeah, Minnesota boy, up by me. Good. All right.
And he's an accomplished heavy division shooter in his own right. So right there is going to be a pretty good competition for top 3.
For the top 3, I think those are really the ones we got to look at and watch. And Jomar is a solid shooter, very consistent. But he's also the one that we know the most of out of the 3, because Tate Moots has been busy with work. He had surgery on his hand. Had a couple of physical things that kept him from really shooting and training for the last probably 5 years. And he does a lot of long range PRS stuff. So him coming into this, I can't wait to see what happens.
Hold on to a pistol.
Yeah.
Well, who else do we look at here?
I gotta say, there's some people within the division that I really like. They're solid shooters. I think Bill Corcoran. A lot of people. I've been spending a lot of time with Bill Corcoran lately, and he's been putting a lot of the physical effort in. And when it comes to a physical match like this, he's not going to be breathing hard at the end of these stages. Right. So I wouldn't count him out. Kyle Simek.
Kyle Simek's always a super strong shooter.
He's a strong shooter.
He's not necessarily known for heavy division, at least not when I've been paying attention, usually TAC ops, but with only the change of the rifle, he's going to be someone to contend with too.
If you think about it, the change in the rifle really is all you're doing from TAC ops to this division is managing a different recoil with your rifle. Yeah. You're going to reach out and touch in the Texas wind a lot better with that 308 than you are with your 223. It doesn't matter if you're running 77s in your 223 or not. 168 grain AMAX, it's going to get there, right?
Absolutely. Well, and then, of course, we can't forget about Bob Sanchez and Justin Morris, and as well as the rest of the field. Again, 14 shooters in this division, which typically is a much smaller division. So Magpul Texas 3-gun championship heavy division is actually looking like a fun one to watch.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, boys. That's
Absolutely.
It's going to be fun.
So if we miss someone that you think is going to come out on top, who's your dark horse? Let us know who's your favorite in this match. Just go ahead and comment below, and we'll see you in the next video. Mark, limited is limited once again.
Yes, absolutely. About time. So,
New to limited division this year, the young gun.
that guy would go out and he would crush. He'd beat everybody in tack out.